Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
Okay, all right. Okay, we're getting there. Again, normally I don't follow the national anthem, everybody. This isn't exactly a perfect comedy setup.
I don't think anybody has ever seen anything like what happened the other night at Madison Square Garden. The love in that room, it was breathtaking, and you could have filled it many, many times with the people that were unable to get in. But politicians that have been doing this for a long time, 30 and 40 years, said there's never been an event so beautiful. It was like a love fest, an absolute love fest, and it was my honor to be involved. And hopefully, they started to say, well, in 1939, the Nazis used Madison Square Garden. Well, and you know what? But can you imagine it? In 1939, the Nazi, they would. But how terrible to say, right? Because, they've used Madison Square Garden many times. Many people have used it, but nobody's ever had a crowd like that. And I tell you what, right now, nobody's ever had love like that. That was love in the room, and it was love for our country.
Said the Trump campaign strongly condemns the offensive Puerto Rico jokes, all of which were vetted and loaded into a teleprompter by the Trump campaign.
Yep.
I mean, everybody called BS on this, right? And also, this guy is very well known for this kind of humor.
Yep.
It exactly echoes the Trump campaign. I think even, do we have, Dana Bash calling this out?
These were speakers approved by the
Thank
campaign at an official Donald Trump rally. But it is this remark from comedian Tony Hinchcliffe that has the Trump campaign in damage control mode.
I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
He made plenty of other horrifying remarks about Latinos, but they're frankly just too X-rated to play here.
You and that guy have something in common, by the way.
Who?
Tony
Yes.
Hinchcliffe?
Yes.
You both used to put the letters up on the marquee at the Comedy Store.
No, I was at the Laugh Factory.
Oh, the Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I
All right.
wasn't fancy enough to work at the Comedy Store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just down the street then.
Yes.
Got
By green
One
glass.
person,
it. Yeah. Okay.
one person said that the comedian in particular, his entire speech was not vetted. Clearly, there was some sort of disconnect here. I will remind you that when it was the RNC, the campaign went through every single speech leading up to Donald Trump with a fine-tooth comb. We still heard some of this incendiary rhetoric from those people, but nothing like this. I mean, this really took it to a whole new level, and it was about 8 hours or 6 hours of this pre-show leading up to Donald Trump.
Thank you so much, Kristen. And I'm going to just flatly call BS on the disconnect.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
First of all, you believe anything the Trump campaign says?
No.
Oh, this wasn't vetted. We didn't know. Oh my God, we're so involved, and but it does not reflect the spirit of the Trump campaign.
Oh, please.
By the way, we played some of the other in the montage. Grant Cardone called Mark Cuban a simp, said Kamala Harris had pimp handlers. He said of Democrats, we need to slaughter these other people. It wasn't just the one joke.
No.
It was an entire, symphony of hatred and divisiveness and sexism, racism.
All of it.
Yes, all of it. By the way, and Charlie Sykes made a point. Let's be clear here. Trump's Madison Square Garden hate fest was not a one-off. It wasn't just a strikingly unfunny comedian or Tucker giving vent to his chronic foolery. None of last night's festival of toxic bull was a gaffe or a mistake. What we saw was pure, undiluted Trumpism. It was Trump's id on an endless loop. Thank you. Covey tweets, Trump hasn't changed one bit since Vance called him America's Hitler in 2016. The only person that's changed is Vance. Thank you. And one last one, Covey said, Trump supporters are at Madison Square Garden cheering for Melania, an immigrant who can't speak English properly, while demanding that Trump deports immigrants who can't speak English properly. Thank you. But she's the only one that gets...
Individual liberty.
Thank you.
I'm just on a loop now.
Tristan Snell said the same thing we did. New York is not a swing state. Trump will lose by double digits. Even Trump knows that. So why a rally at Madison Square Garden? Precisely because of the echoes of the Nazi rally in 1939, and so he can stoke his base by claiming to, quote-unquote, own the libs. It's all theater for MAGA. By the way, do you not remember that he launched his campaign at Waco? None of this is an accident.
Wow.
Wow! Dee 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 dee. It's just
Fun! Wow!
This is the latest ABC Ipsos poll. Likely voters, Harris 51%, Trump 47%. Compared with earlier this month, Harris has regained a more customary Democratic advantage among Hispanic people and widened their advantage among suburban women while remaining strong in core groups, including black people. Thank you for all the blacks aren't voting for her, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. This is not really black, blah, 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 blah. 90% in the latest poll.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's focus on the 7% that are just like, look over here, look at me, I want attention. Oh, for God's sakes.
Are you a little upset?
Okay, yes, John Pavlovich said the only reason Tucker Carlson would announce at a rally 10 days before the election that there's no way anyone will believe Kamala Harris got 85 million votes is because they know she's going to do just that. Thank you. She's going to win. He's going to lose. They can't stop it. Press on. Press on, good people. Okay. Kyle Griffin tweets Georgia voters surpassed 2.9 million mark for total turnout today, breaking 40% of all active voters. According to Secretary of State's office, that's about 1 million more voters at the same point of early voting in 2020. Barbara, apropos of nothing, Chris, says, I have never voted early in my life. I love going to the polls on Election Day, doing my thing, getting my sticker, proudly wearing it throughout the day. But I'm seriously thinking of voting and getting my sticker today as a way to energize for the closing week. Good for you, Barbara. You get a gold star. Hooray.
Because there are still places you can go into and vote.
Yes, and get a sticker, and it's just like Election Day.
You're not telling me anything I don't know.
Okay.
1.9 million Michiganders have now voted. Total turnout in 2020 was 5.5 million. I mean, I'm feeling blue tsunami-ish.
Me too.
Ish. Shish. Dino Badala reminds us Donald Trump will never accept his loss in this election. I can see him inciting violence, then offering to end the violence if he gets a pardon for his crimes. For Trump, the election is not about dying in prison. That is his only priority.
Yep.
Other people are starting to say, oh, Charlie Pierce, some ridiculous right-winger, has already written this piece about how Trump should, for the good of the country,
Right.
blah, 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 blah. We should pardon him for all his blah, blah, blah. In exchange for him admitting that he lost the election,
Yeah.
to have, calm in America. Oh, my God. You. Okay. That's the only thought I
Goodness.
had on that.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're
whoever
working
wrote
blue.
that can go herself. Okay, with the ice planet Hoth.
All right. Okay, because it's pointy in parts.
Right.
Yeah.
It is.
Especially pointy. With no lube. Okay. And John Pavlovich, to your point, Jody, that you make all the time, we need to have the House if we want to guard the election victory we have worked tirelessly for. Please do not let Trump and Mike Johnson, it's a little secret. We have a little secret after the election. Oh, I wonder what it could be. Tell us. Oh. Is he going to, I don't know, have a fake electoral scheme and try to overturn the election? Oh, darn it.
Didn't he try that once and failed miserably?
He did, but
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it was since no one's in jail for it, all the way up to the suits. Guess that was just a trial run.
okay, you have Allison coming up. You can
Merrick Garland.
You can yell at Allison later.
A bunch of people go to prison for it?
Some have, but not enough.
Pete in Wisconsin, everybody.
Hey, buddy.
How about it?
Good, buddy. Every morning. How we doing? All right. Give me a little room here. Give me a little room. I want to talk to Mook Nation here for a second. Mook Nation. Now, Nation, we got a week to go. 1 week. And I'd just like to say to the nation, we are CBD. We are calm. We are brave. We are determined.
Yes.
We're going to run through this tape, and we're going to win.
And also,
But
we
now,
should go to
I want to change
cbdistillery.com and type in Stephanie. All right, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, everybody. Hey, Chris.
Hi.
Chris.
Hi.
Hey, did you, this is what you call a callback, everybody. Did you see the big naked Trump statue?
I did.
Was his down yonder thatch also a comb over?
I didn't look that
Pete
closely.
Louise, listen,
I did not
Wisconsin.
look that closely.
I mean,
Ew.
Can I just say how great my new best friend, Jessica Tarloff, is?
She's your new best
Oh
friend?
my God, she came up to you and spoke to you for 30 seconds.
At the DNC.
She's her new best friend, apparently.
She's just really good at this. Janine Pirro said, I would like it if Donald Trump wins, and I'm hoping if he wins, I would like the people just be calm and accept it. Jessica Tarloff said, January 6th would like a word. Oh, bam! Bam, my new best friend. Bam!
When are you guys going out for
January
tea?
6th would like a word. That's funny.
When are you guys going out for tea?
I don't know. By the way, speaking of beverages...
Does she have big dogs?
In Janine Pirro's defense, Jessica Tarloff is very smart, and Janine Pirro has just one gin-soaked brain cell left. So that's not really fair. And even that one's, I'm drowning. I'm the only brain cell left.
She has to deal with Gutfeld and Waters and Pirro.
Hey, that's a new impression for Saturday. Is Janine Pirro's one brain cell that's
One
left?
gin-soaked brain cell.
I'm going to backstroke and jam.
That would be the first time you played Janine Pirro.
You saw her hoo-ha when she did that last time.
Yeah.
Check
That out.
That's why we wear underwear normally.
Yes, I know, but she doesn't. Do you wear underwear on the at the stage shows?
No, I wear tights. Hi, Paul in North Carolina. Hello.
Like a small child.
Ballet
How are you
tights.
guys doing?
I'm gonna wear a tutu. Hi, Paul.
A leotard.
Hey there.
Hi.
Hope you guys are good. Great to
By the
listen
way,
again this
Jody just
morning.
said leotard. She didn't call me a name. That's,
I said leotard.
Oh my God! Let him talk.
sorry, Paul. Go ahead.
Okay. No worries. So what's so funny is I'm such a huge sports fan, and in addition to everything else about the Madison Square Garden thing, that is like the mecca of sports. To have that craziness occur in the place where some of the greatest sporting events,
I know.
by the way, with a bunch of Puerto Rican and black athletes that have played on that court. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's not why I'm calling, but that's just incredibly annoying. But here's the deal. So, and I think you can help with this. But honestly, like, I appreciate the celebrity endorsements from Leonardo DiCaprio and all these guys. But what are they doing besides just tweeting? So here's what we're going to do. On the night before the election, because of the impact of January 6th, and we felt it, we had a lot of friends up there, and people died. A sitting president essentially murdered 6 people. But I think people are forgetting about it. So Netflix and Apple TV have a great documentary the night before the election. I'm going to tell every celebrity I know, and I want you to, that the night before the election, we're watching the documentaries around January 6th.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Remember, never forget. I'm telling you.
Mook Nation, remember
yeah,
that.
Yeah. Tristan Snell said, "Let's send Trump into retirement. Then let's make Puerto Rico a state." Agreed. Yeah, they are saying this absolutely could swing Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
The Puerto Ricans are mobilizing in state after
They're
state.
mad.
Nicely done, Donnie. Nicely done.
And it also might have something to do with Florida too.
Yeah, a little bit. You
Yes,
think?
exactly. By the way, John Pavlovitz, our friend, made a really good point. He said, "I see a lot of ladies, no one has to know who you voted for, posts and ads." I'd like to say, ladies, if you're with someone you have to hide your vote from, they don't deserve to have relational proximity to you, and you should strongly consider an alternative. I'd also like to say, guys, if you're voting for a sexual assaulter and or intimidating or bullying a woman into doing the same, you're a lousy man and a human being.
Yep.
Thank you. I think that's a good point.
Yeah,
It is scary to me in 2024 that women have to be afraid of their intimate partner and expressing their true feelings.
Breaking up with someone who's a mental abuser is
It's difficult.
It's
Yeah.
very difficult. So I don't know if it's as easy as you should leave the.
I don't think it's easy, but I do
Right.
think that's just a disturbing factor in
Right.
2024.
Yes.
I mean, particularly when we have, what state was that, Jody? Their literal argument was, you're hurting our population if you let women have access to abortion, as if women are just broodmares. I mean, we are like fully
Somewhere
into...
in the South. It was somewhere.
Yeah.
I forget. It was a week ago. It's a long time
All right.
ago.
Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. I hope you'll join me on my new audio podcast, Justice Matters. I'll be using my 30 years as a federal prosecutor and Army JAG to unpack, break down, and explain the legal issues of the day, particularly where the legal intersects with the political. Please look for Justice Matters with Glenn Kirshner wherever you generally get your podcasts.